Introducing Ahmad Riziq, who's a founder of Gaza Great Minds, the foundation operating in the Strip. They have been teaching children in tents since 2024. He joins us from Gaza City. Good to see you on Al Jazeera. Thanks for your time. So the Gaza Great Minds Foundation was set up last year precisely to help teach children in tent schools. But of course, given the unrelenting Israeli attacks in Gaza, are you still able to operate? I mean, tell us about your experiences there.
Yes, first, thank you very much, Shani, for having us. Yes, we are still running in Gaza City. We lost many of our schools in the northern part of Gaza. But alhamdulillah, we're still running in Gaza City despite all the challenges that we are facing.
And of course, those challenges also include the dire humanitarian conditions in Gaza. How is the foundation functioning, facing the daily struggle just to find food to eat, never mind the security of operating these schools in tents under continuous bombardment?
To give you an example of what we are enduring here in Gaza, this morning we're supposed to start our new year. We started this morning with a mourning for two of our students who were killed yesterday by Israeli occupation targets or strikes. Those two children, their name is Dalia and Muhammad, and they are only 8 years old. They couldn't come to the school today because the Israeli killed them while they were playing in the street. Actually, most of our students coming to our school, and they are really exhausted. We are talking about students who don't have enough food in their homes or in their tents, and this makes it really harder for them to focus on what they are giving. And the other thing that the continuous displacement and the leaflets being thrown on them by Israeli occupation forces, forcing them and their families to flee to uncertain areas, unsafe areas. And most of the families here in Gaza and the children, they decide not to go to anywhere because there's any place safe in Gaza, and they decide to stay in Gaza City.
Of course, it's very shocking to hear of the deaths of those two 8-year-olds, Dalia and Mohammed. It must be almost unfathomable for other 8-year-olds to know that their classmates have been killed, that are not able to turn up to lessons, that are not able to continue their education. Remind us of the importance of continuing teaching to the mental health of young children after so much has been taken from them, hasn't it?
I always use this as, like the doctors here in Gaza keep treating the injuries despite all the challenges. And we as teachers, we have this duty also to heal and cure the students' minds. The Israelis, their strategy in Gaza is to make children ignorant, to vanish their future, to make it completely ignorance by killing and shooting and destroying all educational facilities and killing many teachers in Gaza. So we as teachers, we take it as a duty, as this is something that there's no other options for us. We need to stay by their side. We need to help them mentally, psychologically, and always possible, even for one day, even if we know that the other day they will be killed. But today we will teach them, and we will put the seeds of hope in their hearts. At least if they died, and before dying, they take their right of being, treated as children in Gaza, to sit in a class, to sit among the classmates with a teacher, play together, and hold the pencil and write their names and their dreams.
And what are their dreams?
They dream of peace. The only dream that they wish is to find an end to this war, and to see their beloved ones who they lost, who've been separated from them, even they fled outside Gaza or in the other part of Gaza, and they wish to have their homes back, to have their rights back, to get back to their schools again, to eat again, to go to the parks again, to see life again. This is their dreams, and this is what they wish. And they are dreaming of a free Palestine where they can achieve these dreams along with their families. And most of them are orphans, or their parents are in Israeli jails, and they wish just to see their family members.
And Ahmed, what about you personally? It sounds like you have continued going there and teaching these children on a daily basis because you feel sort of mission bound to do so. It sounds like it's kept you going also, Ahmed.
Actually, the only thing that makes me stay in Gaza is this thing. I can't leave these 3,000 children that we are teaching in Gaza just because I'm afraid about my life or just following Israelis' orders, which is, by the way, all of them are liars or lies. There is no certain area in Gaza as a safe zone. So I just dream of having a school without bombs on the background. I just imagining myself or wishing to see my students coming with a uniform, with a full stomach, with a great mind, and coming without thinking about today's chores, standing in queues for water, standing in queues for food, and all of these struggles that they are facing. I just dream with a good, a better future for those children and be treated as children, as all children and around the world. Today, most of the children go to their schools, have their snacks in the lunchbook, have their handbag or backpack full of knowledge, and the students coming with nothing. They just come to school. They find it's a place of joy. It's a place of just getting away from this madness world that we are living. They're just coming for 2 or 3 hours just to feel as children again.
A place of hope also. It sounds like you are doing extraordinary work against impossible odds. We wish you courage and strength in everything that you do. Ahmed Abu Riziq, founder of Gaza, the Gaza Great Minds Foundation. Many thanks for joining us.
Thank you.